Hey everyone, it's Cardboard Collector coming to you with another video. And this time we're gonna be doing it on the Revoltech or the Amazing Yamaguchi One Punch Man Saitama. I was really excited to get this figure in. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge when it comes to Revoltech and when it comes to Revoltech and Amazing Yamaguchi and stuff like that. I'm not usually a huge fan. I don't buy very many of the figures, but oh, well, that's what I get for messing with it right here at the beginning of the video. I don't usually buy many of the figures, to be honest, and it's not because I don't think that they're good figures or a good company or anything like that. It's just solely on the premise of it's not my style. It's not, and that's okay. Everybody has their own style of figures that they like. Um, and or figures that they, some people, there's always that camp of Mayfex Spider-Man is the best posable Spider-Man out there, and then you have the same camp, another camp that says that the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man, posable Spider-Man out there. So, it's all preference, honestly. So, um, and it's one of the things where you're always gonna have people divided. So with me, it's like I don't hate them at all. Because I own I think four of these figures, which isn't a lot. But for me, it is just because it's like I'm not the biggest fan of the company, and it's not that they, like I said, as you'll see when we get into it, great posability stuff. I just something about the joints I've just never liked them. I just don't like these open look of the joints and everything. But all that aside, when I seen Saitama, when they announced him, when they had him, I was like, I've got to get him. That's just plain simple. I have to have him. So here we are. Now, I guess in saying that, let's just go ahead and jump into the review. So as you can see, a beautiful figure. I mean, he is gorgeous. Head sculpt, everything looks just so good. Down to his boots, the coloring, the cape. They went with a wired cloth cape, and I really appreciate that, because if anybody knows me, I'm a man of cloth capes. I don't do hard plastic capes. I think, in one of my reviews I said that I don't do cloth capes or plastic capes. I think they're stupid. And then when you, especially with some companies, they try to get these movable plastic capes, and it's just anyways. So my version of this figure, unfortunately, I didn't get the pre-order, so I didn't get the regular Saitama Derp Head, as they call it. And I'm gonna try to find one of those, because I love the Derp Head when it comes to Saitama. It would have been really good in some of the photos, and I hate that I didn't have it. But anyways, let's just move into it. So for articulation, your neck and head are on two separate joints, so the neck can, the moving the head can focus. So your neck can look down that far. Then when you put the head into it, and the head joint here is on two little separate ball pegs too. So you got one that's up here in the top of this piece, and you got one that's down in there in the neck. So he's got a lot of range of movement between that neck, and so he can, get his real, he can look up really good. So when he's doing he can't fly, but when he's doing like a punch pose where he's, coming through the air down at somebody, or if he wants to look down really far, I mean, dude's got some range. Then let's see, right here in the arms, he can hit a massive Y pose, as most Amazing Yamaguchi figures can. He has the butterfly joint mechanic for the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi stuff. And you can go back that far with it. You can come up that far with it. Arms can 360. You gotta maneuver the cape a little bit, but I think you can 360 them. You got your double jointed kind of elbows here. And then you have like your wrist swivel here, and and it's got some posability. It's got the pivot there, so you can move the ball joint around to get it where you want. For the ab crunch, he goes down about that far. He goes back about that far. And another good thing about the cape is that doesn't hinder any of that because it's cloth. The cape has its own movement back here. You can move like the shoulder pads here, and it's kind of on this peg back here. And I think it is removable, but I'm not going to remove it because I don't want to. I don't feel the need to. Then we'll see. We get to the legs here. They go up. Ooh, and that happens a lot on these amazing Yamaguchi. That's my fault. It does go up pretty far, but mine popped out, and that's because I wasn't careful. There we go. And it snaps back in pretty easy, but goes up about that far. You can go back about that far. You got your upper thigh rotation here. Yeah, mine's still a little stiff. Upper thigh rotation. Double joint at the knee there. And then you actually have some boot movement here, which is really cool. Not something you see in a lot of stuff, so that's something kind of cool. I like that. Where you can kind of move it in side to side, everything. So it gets you get you a lot more pose in there. Ankles can go up about that far. Can go down about that far. You have toe hinge, and then you have your ankle pivot side to side here. So very posable, and that's one thing I will say about Amazing Yamaguchi. They do have some crazy posability. So, see, I'm not a hater. I'm not hating. I think that they have some. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera there. I think that they have some amazing posing for sure. And there I go, popping that one. And I think I just need to learn the posing of these figures a little bit better in the future. So, because like I said, I don't really get a chance to mess with them very much. But I love this Saitama. So, anyways, right, well, there's the end of the review. No, I was playing. All right. Anyway, so let's move into accessories. He's got a lot of accessories, so let's go through those real quick. I think first we should go through with the heads here. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. So, with the heads, he's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of them, I think. Yeah. So you can see the normal mad, or the normal kind of angry, not angry, but just serious Saitama face here, that he has. And then, you have this one here, which is like he's kind of looking up, and he's got his mouth open like he's talking, and so he's looking up and to the left here. He has another one that is the same face, except it is up and to the right. And then you have, I'm just gonna kind of double up on them since they're the same thing at this point, I guess. And then you have these faces that are one's looking up, one's looking to the left, one's looking to the right, but their mouth is closed. It's like just serious face. And then you have the open, screaming, like whited out eye face here for when he's like super angry. And then you have his blacked out, like that anime blacked out eyes when shit's about to get, when stuff's about to get serious face. Apologize there. Let's see. All right, and then he comes with some punching effects here. Well, let's get to the hands. I think the hands would be, well, and then we'll move to the effects. And then here's all the hands, and I do like the way Amazing Yamaguchi does this. I've always said between them and Mayfax, I love the way they have their hands on these things, so it makes it easier to do reviews with. Especially with this one, because you can just get all of them on one thing, which is, a little bit step up on for reviews on the Mayfex. But anyways, yeah, so you can see you have all the hands here. You have like these open kind of splayed hands. You have these palm, like these grab hands, like they're in a struggle. And then you have his serious punch hand there. And that effect, so getting into effects now, that goes with this one. So you can put this on his arm for his one of his attacks, or I think it's his multiple serious punch or serious punch. But it's like comes with like multiple fizz like he does in the show, and I think it looks so cool. And then you have this effect that goes on his arm. Shows like a wing gift, like, power behind it, the thrust of the arm for this when he's punching. And then you have this part right here. Shows like an open hole, so it's kind of like, punch, and then like that, the force behind it kind of thing. Oops, I mean, not the camera. Showing that kind of force. And then not last, but you have your effect, like your stand for your effect, or him, or whatever, and there's all the pieces. And then there's a bunch of pieces that go to the stand, and there's some of them that I don't know what they do because I don't use them very much, but there you go. And then last but not least, you have some extra joint pieces here in case something breaks. Here's the wrist peg. There you go. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. My allergies are killing me. So that's it for all the effect pieces here. So I'm going to move them. I'll move all these heads out of the way. And let's get into some comparisons now. As far as comparisons, I'm a little disappointed because I do own the Figma version of Saitama, but I cannot find him. So I'm going to go with this. I actually had two. Here's the Dazen model version, which, as you can see, is and the right was is a really good figure on its own. The joints were good and everything. I've got a custom cape on mine just because I like the cloth wire capes, as I said. And I'm going to put this up here too while we're talking. Here's the Dazen model Genos. So you can kind of see Saitama with Genos, and I will be getting I will more than likely be getting the Genos to go with this Saitama when it comes out, because I see that Revoltech's doing it. But as you can see here, so the biggest difference for me is, well, besides the dirt pad, I love the dirt pad, but is the color scheme, as the colors of the amazing Yamaguchi. The colors on this one are on point. The yellows are vibrant, the red's vibrant. This one just kind of, the Dazen model one's just not, it just doesn't look so great to me. As far as the colors, I think the colors could have been a lot better. If I could have this kind of effect body, or this kind of body with everything hidden and everything, and then have these colors, I think I would be good. But as of right now, that's not how that works. And amazing Yamaguchi's got the colors down, and the Saitama is just so good looking. Just a great looking figure. Some more comparison. Here is a third party. Here's the demonical fit Goku here. The martial artist, I think is what they call that one. And here is a Mayfex Deadpool. So you can just see some other lines here. Because you gotta have that. I keep hitting the camera. You gotta have that Goku comparison. Got to. Here is the Chaos Toys National Defender Superman. So you can see him with a Superman. And then here he is with the Marvel Legends. Well, he's kind of... Yeah, Marvel Legends Maximum Series Hulk. And as you can see, Hulk's tall. He's out of frame. But you... Just so you can kind of get that... how the scale of everything here. So yeah, Saitama's not a big man, but he is the very powerful man. That's all that matters. So, final thoughts on this figure. I think it's a great figure. I really like it. Like I said, I'm usually not a Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi fan. But when it comes to this figure, I really enjoy it. I enjoy the whole I enjoy everything about just messing with this one. I actually had a fun time, especially when it came to the photography and the pictures and everything. I really had a blast posing this guy up and doing different things. So definitely, if you are a One Punch fan and you're a Saitama fan, this is definitely a pickup. This is definitely something I would pick up. I would recommend it. I think it's a great figure. And I, but the leg, don't let the things like the leg joints popping off on me scare you from it. That happens with a lot of these, depending on how you move them, and they're usually easily to pop back on unless you just like put some extreme force and you break it. So, but that's any figure. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I hope you at least found it educational, and informative. Um, if you did like the video, please give a like to the video and please subscribe to my channel. We're so close to that 500 mark. I think the last time I checked, I was at 448. So we're very close. Unfortunately, I think I lost a subscriber, or something happened, but because I was at 449, but it went down to 448. So I'm a little bummed about that. But that's the way these things go. It doesn't matter. Things happen. And it's probably, and it could have been an old subscriber, or maybe they deleted their account. I don't know. But anyhow, I shouldn't have. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to throw my personal stuff on camera here. But anyways, it kind of bummed me out just a little bit. But that's okay. That's not a big. I mean, we'll get there. We're still gonna get there. So please subscribe to my channel. I try to post a lot of video content. I know that it's been a little bit since I posted some stuff lately because I've had internet issues. Unfortunately, my internet line on my road was cut, and I live out in the country in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, to get things like that fixed, it's like an act of God, apparently. So yeah, so this video, in time recording it, this figure just came out, so I'm hoping that this video won't be too much further out, from posting. Hopefully they get it fixed soon, but who knows. Anyways, like I said, if you like the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Trying to hit 500 subscribers. We're getting there we're almost there. Also have social media on Facebook and Instagram and on Threads. You can follow those in the links down below in the description. And I guess in saying that, I hope that you're having a great day, great night, wherever you're at. I hope that you're safe, and I hope that your collecting will always be fruitful. Later, guys.